Welcome back to the World Trade Webcast. Our guest this week on the World Trade Webcast is Rita Ramalho, manager of the Doing Business project for the World Bank. Rita, today I thought we could talk a little bit about the context for what the Doing Business report measures and what its findings mean for the average business worldwide.
So the Doing Business reports measures regulations that are relevant for a small and medium-sized enterprise that is domestic, operating in the local market in the major business city of a country. The information that we provide is relevant both for entrepreneurs and for policymakers. So policymakers can find information and use it as a tool to improve their business regulations that affect businesses. So for instance, we cover areas such as the process to start a business, where you can see the steps, time, and cost to be able to start a limited liability company. And so government can understand where the bottlenecks lie and what areas to improve, what are aspects that may be deterring entrepreneurs from initiating and formalizing their businesses. And from the entrepreneur perspective, they can also use that information to try to simplify the transaction from their side of knowing more of what to expect, what are the next steps that they need to complete across different areas that we measure. So we also look at things like transferring a property, what are the steps, time, and cost to complete that transaction, or to obtain an electricity connection, or to import or export, what is the process to complete those transactions. So it can be used in many different ways. And countries have been using it effectively and systematically as a way to inform their reform agenda in the area of investment climate, in particular in business regulations. So from our interactions of the World Bank with different governments across the world, we know that there are at least 50 governments that have actually a committee that uses Doing Business as one of the inputs of designing their reform plans in the area of business regulation. So we try to provide information and bring awareness of these areas and help countries identify areas that they can improve to facilitate the life and make it easier for entrepreneurs to start and to operate their businesses.
Excellent. And so you're actually looking both at domestic impacts as well as cross-border impacts?
Now, our focus is always on domestic firms. The only aspect where there is more of a cross-border is on the logistical process of importing and exporting. But still, we're looking at what are the hurdles that a domestic firm would have to handle or deal with while importing or exporting for that firm. So it's always focusing on domestic firms.
Excellent. Okay. And the goal is to provide a better, more streamlined environment for businesses in those countries?
Yeah, so the goal is to provide the information that allows countries to work towards that goal of improving, so to identify where the problems may lie, and so countries can actually act on it and improve the regulations for businesses. Because the idea behind it is that by improving regulations for businesses, you can actually have businesses operating also more efficiently. They can grow, they can create more jobs, improving the overall economy of the country.
Excellent. And later in the week, we're going to look a little bit more closely at some case examples and best practices. We're out of time today, but please join us again tomorrow as we continue our discussion with Rita about the World Bank's Doing Business 2015 report. And for our latest schedule of upcoming episodes, subscribe to us with any of the links below and bookmark this page. All of our previous webcasts can be found right here at thinkglobal.com/webcast. And thanks for watching.